took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed. All week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go, again.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Finding Knox there, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
12. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
12, fellas, here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now.
White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 63 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. There's Murray. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike 52. I'm scared. Hey, Mike 52.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace they decide to do.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right. Strong right.
21. 3 down. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Dig. Out. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
1, Omaha.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Stop your running.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Coleman slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. What do you need? 21. Here we go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
13.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got it. Watch Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Joker.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They will run again with Coleman. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go, baby.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Fellas, let's set a tone. 21. Hey, alert!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
On first down, Dobbins. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. 22, jet, bomber. That's it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Watch that creeping.
Slack!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your...
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight end right. 3 down. Check. No. Crouch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Pettis. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football.
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Arizona, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.